these deals, right? Like finding the properties that are going to be up for sale. Okay. Now, I know that you do a lot of mentoring and coaching, so to speak, within your boot camp, which we're going to get into in a minute, right? Because now that everyone's interested, they want to know, okay, how can I get started like tomorrow? So what are your thoughts on finding these these properties that are going to be for sale? Are you teaching this to your students? Do you have any insight on like marketing or anything? What do you think?
Yes. So from the marketing standpoint, so there's a tax sale list and then there's a tax delinquent list.
Big
right?
Difference.
So
yes.
You do lists, so you know the list. So
yes.
If you want the tax delinquent list where you want to market to the people that have delinquent properties,
yes,
then you're going to call you, Deanna,
call me,
law clerk on demand, and purchase that list. For the tax sale, then that list is, you can typically get that list from the county.
Right.
And so then you're just going to work that list because it's not like a list somebody would buy from you. They're going to work that one property at a time,
right?
And they're going to pick the ones that they're interested. Whereas with a tax sale list, you have like 300-400 properties, and over time that list is going to dwindle down.
Absolutely,
because people are going to be going in and paying. But
right.
in the meantime, you're going to be researching. So, so really, from that standpoint, there's not a lot of marketing that goes into the tax sale list that you have to do. Where you have to put your work in is the research.
Right, right. So, and then with tax delinquent, so you're coming in a lot earlier, right?
Yes.
You're coming in because people don't realize at the moment someone doesn't pay their tax bill, they are delinquent the next day or whatever, right? And so tax sale, we're looking at that 30, what would you say the time period is from the time they hit that list?
It's 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 consecutive weeks prior to the first Tuesday of the month here in Georgia.
Exactly.
Then that's when that list is going to come out.
Right. So then if you're on tax delinquent, you've got months, and some people sit on tax delinquent for more than a year, right?
Yes.
So that's a slower process of, sending your letter, sending your postcard, skip tracing and calling, whatever it is that you're doing, and you have more time. And so that's interesting because, I always tell you, if someone calls me, I try to find out, are y'all talking to Chantelle first before you decide you're starting this tax? Because this list is highly talked about in, seminars and things like that. People want to jump into taxes, but they have no idea, like you mentioned before. So I do think it's a good idea. I personally tell people to go talk to you,
Thank you.
Go to your meetup, go to your boot camp and get some guidance before you tackle it.
That's the same thing I tell them.
Yeah. So we really work together. We work, talk to one of us first before you jump in there. But cool. All right. So now that, we found out, okay, there's this $1 billion industry that is a secret. You have revealed the secret.
Yes.
Right. And so, okay, so now what? Like, how could I learn from you? Like, if I'm watching this video and I'm ready to get started, like today, what do you have going on to support people?
So we really want to get this information out to the community because a lot of these properties are just vacant. They're really a blight on some neighborhoods, and the county really needs that revenue because the revenue from tax liens actually go to pay for county services like policemen, firemen, sanitation. So there's really valuable services tied up into property taxes.
Absolutely.
But what we do is we have a free webinar that people can join. And we also, that same class is an in-person class. It's not free. But it is low cost, $10.
Okay.
Where they could come and get an overview of tax liens. Because tax liens is not for everybody.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why, but I know it's not for everybody. So they could come and get, just a 3-hour introductory to tax liens to see if that's something that they want to do.
Okay.
And then from there, we offer more advanced classes.
Okay.
So we offer a 1-day boot camp, which is more seminar style, us standing up in front of you, teaching you, but for 1 day, you get access to us to teach you about how to go about investing in tax liens.
Okay.
Then we offer a more advanced class, which is our 4-day boot camp.
Okay.
And that's more hands-on. So you get hands-on experience. So we teach you where to find the list, and then we actually watch you find the list so that you get that skill set.
Right.
Then we show you how to research, and then we watch you research the properties. Then we take you on the bus tour to see those properties that you researched.
Okay.
And then we take you to a live auction, which is those properties that you researched will be at that auction. Okay. And then you can actually bid on those properties while you're still in class. Wow. So we have a lot of students that actually walk away from our boot camp as tax lien owners.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so it's an amazing feeling to watch too.
Wow.
To see it happen.
Yeah, I hear the sincerity. I know that you are really, I've literally seen people like, they're signing up, and then, I see them in a couple of weeks and they're like doing, their testimonial, or they got the t-shirt on. So I know that you are the real deal.
Thank you.
And definitely the tax lien queen.
Yes.
Period.
Thank you so much.
Well, I thank you so much for sitting with me today and sharing your gems. I always tell you, you are a gem in the real estate community. I'm always happy when I see you in a meeting. We always sit together. And
always eat your candy.
Right. I buy candy specifically for you once a month. But thank you so much. So the last thing I want to ask you is, for those that are interested in just following you and finding out what you're up to, how can people get in contact with you?
So we have, depending on which event they want to come to, if they want to attend. So you have to attend one of our introductory classes before you can attend the advanced class. Okay. So it's a primer. And if you want to go to the webinar, it's introwebinar.gataxlienbootcamp.com.
Okay. And we'll list that.
Okay. And if you want to go to the in-person class, it's just intro.gataxlienbootcamp.com.
Okay.
And, if they want to call us, they can reach us at 678-408-0595.
Okay.
And then our email is registration at gataxlienbootcamp.com.
Sounds good. And you're also on Instagram.
Yeah, so we're on IG is at GA Tax Lien Bootcamp. We're on Facebook, GA Tax Lien Bootcamp, Twitter. We're on everything.
Yes.
But what we do encourage people to do is go watch our YouTube channel, because we have a lot of footage of us out in the field, at the auction, at the boot camps, doing the work, so that people can get a sense of, the requirement of being a tax lien investor. So
so you guys make sure you follow, like, subscribe, everything for Georgia Tax Lien Bootcamp. And of course, we'll continue our interview. So again, I'm Deanna from Law Clerk on Demand. And thank you so much, Chantelle, for sitting with me.
Thank you for having me. I love it. I always love spending time with you. So you ask great questions.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.
All right.
That's it. Yep.